I don't know. I don't know what just happened. I was saying, right? Why didn't they just put Carson on the field? Kick the field goal. Run the ball. What the fuck?
And you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.
Man. Woo-wee. Raider Nation, man. What is popping right now? What is good with you guys? How y'all feeling, man? It's your boy Simone Raider back at it again with another video. And obviously, I'm just going to be giving you guys my instant reaction about this game. Now, I'm not going to get into much detail and whatnot. I just got back from Allegiant Stadium. It was a busy ass day today, you know, from Barcode Burger, taking the party bus to in front of the stadium, man, and just tailgating with the Raider Nation, man. It was a long day, which I felt like, you know, I felt like this video could have been a little bit different. You know, the vibes could be a little bit different than how I'm gonna be right now, because this was a game that I felt like we should have won, and we basically had this game in the bag, man. This was a stressful game at the end of the game. I know throughout the whole first half and most of the third quarter, we had this game in our pockets. We basically controlled the game from the first quarter to the third quarter, but obviously you guys already know we lost in this game 29-23 to what I feel like was probably the worst loss that we've had in the past couple of years, man. We were up at halftime 20-0. Like I said, this was our game, and we just gave that shit away. I know that everybody could get on the defense and whatnot, but this goes down, I feel like, to me, you know, to play calling, to this offense. I mean, this offense alone, whether it was Derek Carr and whatnot, or whether you want to blame Josh McDaniels and his play calling, man, they've got to do a better job with clock management and whatnot, and running the ball more, man. There should be no reason why we score 20 points in the first half, and then in the second half, we only scored 3 points. Our defense was on the field most of the time throughout the whole second half, man. So I don't blame them for kind of giving it up at the end. But in overtime, when we needed them to get us the ball back to drive down the field and win this game, our defense does just that. And the ball is right back in our hands. Derek Carr and this offense has a chance to move down the field, and they moved down the field just a bit. We had a bit of a scare, you know. Hunter Renfrow fumbled the bag, and luckily enough, we recovered the football. Derek Carr almost threw an interception as well, but you know what? It wasn't an interception, which was still good for us. I felt like at that moment when we were actually in field goal range, I thought that, you know, Daniel Carlson should have just ran his way out there and kicked the field goal, and we go about our day with a W going into Tennessee 1-1. But we are now 0-2, the bottom of the AFC West, where we should be right now, because with all the mistakes that we've had, you know, from last week to this week, there's no excuse for it. But after seeing Hunter Renfrow fumble the ball again, and seeing the Arizona Cardinals defense just pick up the ball and run down the field for the game-winning score, that really had the whole stadium quiet. We was all quiet up in there. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was bombarded. I was surprised, man. I was shocked to see that actually happen. I said, man, out of all things to happen to us, out of all the ways that we could have lost this game, we lost this game like that. But if you rewind back to the end of the fourth quarter, man, we still had a chance to put this game away. Our defense, man, I know I said I'm not gonna put too much on the defense, but there was drives that we should have stopped Kyler Murray and that team. I know they were tired out there, but there was a 2-point conversion where, you know, Kyler Murray was just sitting in the pocket for like 20 seconds, man. The fact that he had all that time in the world and he ran in for a 2-point conversion is crazy to me. They even drive down the field, get another touchdown, and then throw another 2-point conversion to kind of put this game into overtime. Like I've been saying over and over and over again, I know I sound like a broken record, this game was in the bag for us. We had this game locked, man. I can't be mad at the Arizona Cardinals and their fans for, you know, celebrating this victory, because they fought their asses off to come back into this game and win this game. But being in Allegiant Stadium, being around the Raider Nation, we controlled this fucking game, man. Nobody, I did not hear one peep from any of the Arizona Cardinal fans out there. Not at all. I mean, we didn't really have a lot around where I was at, but the ones that were there, you know, they were all chill. They were chilling. They weren't talking shit or whatnot because they didn't have nothing to talk shit about. But my goodness, man, where do we go with this team? Like honestly, like we have so much expectations out there for this team. I have a lot of expectations in this team. It just really pisses me off to see us actually lose this game when we really could have just won this game. Hunter Renfrow, on the other hand, he had his mistakes in this game. He had some big catches as well, but those 2 fumbles in overtime were really, really huge. And, you know, he's a guy that definitely needs to step his fucking game up too. Like, hold on to the fucking ball, man. The one thing that we did really well in the first half that we shied away from in the second half was running the fucking football. Josh Jacobs was out there running real well. Zeus had a couple of carries as well. And we barely even ran the ball in the second half. There was 3 and outs that we had in the second half where it wasn't even a minute. Like, we were not even on the field for a minute. It was like 20-some seconds. And if you want to lose games, that's how you do it, man. Overall, this was definitely a frustrating loss. Really frustrating loss, man. With how the whole weekend went about, you know, with the blackout party, even having the game day party bus, hanging out with my guy Marquette King, and even the Raidernation, man. The vibes are great, man. Leading up to the game, the vibes are great. And just to see us lose in the way that we lost today really just shot down my mood, man. My vibes were killed, man. Once we got back to Barcode Burger, man, I just ate away my sorrows, man. And you already know, man. Shout out to Woodson Bourbon Whiskey, man. I mean, if it isn't your game day whiskey, it is now. But in tough losses like this, man, if you want to drink away that pain, man, drink responsibly with some Woodson Bourbon Whiskey, man. Head over to woodsonwhiskey.com to find a bottle near you or have it shipped directly to your door. I know that was a bit of a plug right there, but you know, I got to give a shout out to the sponsors of this video. Anywho, man, this team has got to find a way to win games, man. We cannot play like we did last week, which I found that understandable why we played that way, because, you know, that Chargers defense is no joke. But against a team like the Arizona Cardinals, who we all knew we could beat, we should have won this game, but we didn't. And Josh McDaniels got to do something about that. It's kind of crazy that in the preseason we go undefeated, and in these first 2 games we're now 0-2 on the bottom of the AFC West. I don't want to hear anything about the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Donkeys, man. We got to handle our own shit. Going into Tennessee this next week, man, we got to find a way to win that game, because if we don't, man, it's going to be a long, long season. Now, I'm not going to say that the season is over with, because we still got a long way to go and a lot of things can change. But you cannot judge any Raider fan for being mad about this game, because it sucks going 0-2. But one thing that, you know, was kind of going around my mind was, it's crazy how these last 2 seasons, we started 3-0 and we thought, yo, we Super Bowl champions, yada, 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 so on and so forth. We're the team to beat. But we go through the whole season and we start declining, you know? Maybe this year we start off 0-2 and maybe we start rising up, because, I mean, the only way to go is up, unless we start losing more games, you know? Knock on wood, hopefully that does not happen. But I'm not going to give up on this team just yet. Derek Carr was a guy that I felt like could go out there and throw for 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Good thing for him, he threw no interceptions, but I believe he only had 2 touchdowns in this game. He could have possibly had more. Who knows? But at the end of the day, we took that L, and everybody's got to be better, man. Everybody's got to be better, and it starts up top with Josh McDaniels. I just hope that we can start winning games really soon, because taking losses like this is really, really tough. But with that said, Raider Nation, man, I can't really give you guys any Woodson Whiskey player of the game or my neck and my back play of the game, because games like this don't really have me in a happy mood. But I will have my official game recap probably drop in tomorrow morning, so you guys look out for that. With that being said, yo, if this is the very first time you're coming across my channel and you love the Las Vegas Raiders, then hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. Until the next video, this your boy Smo Raider and your boys. Yeah.
Started off in Oakland, now we here. Thought that we was done, we just hit another gear. Look, started off in Oakland, now we here. Hey, pull up with the nation in the silver black gear. Look, 4 games straight, we in the play.